What's up, folks? It's November. It's that time of year when it's hot in shorts one day and wearing one of these the next. It's that time for your top bait picks. I usually shy away from such. Main reason being, you got a lot of gurus going to get on and they're going to tell you, hey, you need to be fishing these baits to catch fish this time of year. That depends on where you live. That depends on where you live, what kind of water you got, and what your weather conditions are, which falls into those. Now, I'm in North Georgia. I can go that way and be on Lanier, hour and a half. I can go that way, be on Gunnersville within 2 hours, depending on where I launch. I can go the other way, go north. I can be on Chickamauga or Nickajack in about an hour, hour and a half. So within 2 hours, I can be 3 different states, 3 or 4 different types of water. So I've tried to narrow this down to baits that's going to work kind of everywhere. Because the one thing that I don't want to do here is just, hey, pick these 3 baits, hustling for clicks and likes, although I do appreciate those. It does help. Subscriptions, likes, comments, it helps me a lot, but I'm not here to hustle them out of you by telling you some bad advice just because I want the clicks. That being said, start off with top water. I love the Spro E-Pop. You can't beat this thing. It's got some weird taper. You want bling? Throw a shiny one. I got a white or a bone one. I have this one and I got a bone one. That's all I got. This thing is awesome. You can pop it, chug it, and walk it. That's right. You can do all 3. I don't have to monkey around. Well, I need a walking bait. Change the way you retrieve it. This thing will walk. You want a popping bait? Pop it. It'll pop and sit there just like this, just like the old school pop-R's. You want to chug it? Start pulling. It'll kapoosh, kapoosh. It'll chug. Very versatile. Now, this is going to work on your highland reservoirs, type places. Because here's the thing: this time of year, these fish are bait oriented. That's what they're after. The majority of them are going to be chasing bait. Little stuff that looks like this. It's a Largo shad. I think this is Tennessee shad, or yeah, that's Tennessee shad color. Very, I don't know if this is going to work a lot. Anyway. They're going to be chasing stuff like that. Now, your particular body of water, your weather, your conditions, maybe up a little shallower, maybe a little bit deeper. But they're going to be around the points, first thirds of the creeks, kind of going back there. You're going to have to go figure that out yourself. I can't hear them blow sunshine up your butt and tell you exactly where the fish are going to be. That goes back to that, I don't like telling a bunch of crap just to get attention. That's predominantly where your fish are going to be. So you need to use the top water. If they're up hitting, have that ready. If they're suspended off the edge of the creeks, channels, near the ditches, you can't go wrong with a lipless. Now, this is a Booyah 1-knocker. Notice it's not very big. Remember, the bait may not be very big. Hopefully you can see the bait. Hopefully you can get one and spit it up. You can adjust and you get a little bigger. You can fine tune it in from there. Like I said, this is a 1-knocker. It'll make a lot of noise. You may want to try a silent runner. This is a Lucky Craft. It's a little bit bigger than the Booyah. Got a white one that'll work in some overcast conditions. You want some bling? You want some bling. That's kind of almost that Tennessee shad color. I've been throwing this one on Chickamauga and Nickajack. Mainly Chickamauga. Nickajack, I got another color for that. I'll talk about it some other time. Maybe not. The cool thing about the lipless baits is you can fish them in varied water depths. Now, square bill's not a bad idea if you're running some shallow water situations, or you're right going to stay up on the bank and have a lot of deep water. You're not wrong. Not wrong picking it. If you're fishing the Highland reservoirs, Lanier, Altoona, places like that, or your particular body of water gets deep out there and got fairly clear water, you can fish these things. You fish these lipless. You fish them up shallow, you fish them down deep. If you got a flat, you can let it nose across the bottom. Let it dig, turn up a little stuff. Just depends on where you're at. You got fish out there suspended somewhere. You can sink it down to it, bring it back across them. And the thing is with a little practice, you can keep it where you want it in the water column. Our third bait is a swim bait. These little Largo shad, little Kitex. Those are both kind of shad colors. Or you can go with a straight white. Yeah. Go straight white one. There's a couple different ways you can rig them. I really like these little heads like this. Now, yeah, it's got a short hook on it. Yeah, they're going to come up and they're going to snatch this whole thing. And for this particular little Largo shad, that hook's not too long. It's not killing your action. That little bugger going to swim. He'll swim just fine. He'll work in the Kitech also. Not wrong. I see people put hooks, way big hooks. Throw what you want. Fish tend to come up. They'll hit these bait fish, and then they'll grab them by the head. If they're small like this, they'll run up behind them and grab the whole thing. You're going to get them hooked. Shouldn't be having issues with that. Not fishing small swim baits. Now, if you're going to get up into something big, you may want to go up a few aughts with your hook and get it farther, longer shank hook back there, so you're not getting the back of your bait split off. But for the purpose of this video, we're talking short, small bait fish. That's what they're eating this time of year. Lord. You want to add a little bling, a little vibration? Underspin. Put a Kitech on the back of it. Put a Largo shad on the back of it. I mean, it's like Barbie dolls for grown-ass men. You can put it, rig it however you want it. Monkey around with your colors. But this will get you in and out of some tight spots for you to start with in November. Because Lord only knows what the fish on your particular body of water are doing depending on this funky weather. We've got a freeze warning here in North Georgia tonight. Okay, 2 days ago I was running around in shorts and a shirt. Now it's going to freeze. That's going to mess fish up everywhere. Shallow bodies of ponds, big water. These baits, though, you've got your water column covered. You got top water. You got two things that'll work, and all the way down to the bottom. You can throw a swim bait. You can throw one of the lipless. You can throw one of those and let it drag the bottom if that be necessary. The fact of the matter is, these will get you through November in just about any body of water. If you're on a grass lake, fish the outside grass lawns. Those one little weird grass lines that are all to themselves near the deeper water. If the tops of it's brown, start looking a little farther toward deeper water, better grass. But that will get you through just about anything. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope these videos help somebody. Like I said, not sponsored, not trying to sell you anything except a good time and honest information from the average, everyday fisherman. Get off your butt, get your behind on the water, and go catch some fish.